Are you one of those like late night workers? Like you will stay in the office really long? Are you? I mean, I'm one of them, so I'm telling you that I know, right? Like you work and you're constantly working. So we decided to give you a couple easy steps to help you go home at night. First thing is make leaving worthwhile. Have a family member call you, right? If you're working late, have your wife, your spouse, your children call you and say, Daddy, Mommy, it's time to come home. Right? That's a good thing. Just like have people call you. Second thing is schedule an activity right after work every day. Sharp. Whether it be volunteering for a local charity, whether it be yoga class. I think a yoga class is better because you're paying for it. Something that you're paying for. Like I pay, or even if it's a massage, whatever it could be. I pay for bowling. I pay for my lane ahead of time and I bowl at 6:30. That means I need to leave the office at 6 o'clock to get to the bowling lane by 6:30. Right? Find some people and get a gym membership and you guys all go together and you guys meet at the gym at a certain time so you don't let them down. Set up your workflow so leaving is easier. Right? So put all the things that you need to do at the front of your day and not at the back. All the harder things, longer projects, put them at the front of the day and not at the back of the day. That way you have the ability to sort of, get this out of the way first. Set an alarm. So for most people, it's not really easy to leave, but it's a good way to get started. Set an alarm. Have your alarm go off. That means you're on borrowed time. And the other thing is schedule a daily task of review for the end of each day. The concept of daily or weekly reviews is important, so you get out of there earlier, right? So say, at the end of the day, I'm going to go through and make sure I did everything. The other thing is just learn how to say no sometimes. Sometimes we don't know how to say no to our bosses, right? For some of us, we work long hours because we take on extra projects, we take on extra activities. Know when to say no. Say, hey, no, I can't do this. I'm telling you, there's even times, every now and then, where I make the conscious decision to say no. Sometimes at the Fowler Show. This show that I love dearly. This show's like a child to me. And yet producers and interns will tell you there are times where if I'm not feeling well, I stay at home and I don't come tape. And people are like, Richard, I can't believe you're not coming to tape. Well, I got to get better. And the longer I stay at work, the more stressed out I become. And I will never get better. So it won't be good for the next show. So those are just a couple things you can do to get home early from work or leave work early. And it makes you better the next day because when you get bogged down at work and stressed out, sometimes you can't even think. Sometimes you can't even go to bed with anxiety. And it's an awful feeling. I got to tell you, it's an awful feeling.